Hello and welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Friday the 8th of November. Party time to enjoy your weekend. Last thing you want to do is listen to me for too long, so I'm going to try and see if I can keep it short. But you know me, I like to ramble, so it probably might even go on longer than usual. No, who knows? And if you did listen to it yesterday, might have noticed that I said it was Wednesday. The 7th of November, but it wasn't. It was Thursday, the 7th of November, so it wasn't me going mad. I just picked it up afterwards when I listened back to it, and I was like, oh shit, but I didn't have time to change it, so I'm sure you knew it was Thursday and not Wednesday anyway. So anyway, let's crack on. First of all, ex-Labour, the mud's being thrown, shit's being thrown still left and right. It's going to be quite fun watching as they what they try and come up with, because they just come out with some real crap to try and discredit the other party, or the other party, should I say. I was watching Question Time last night, and some people on there were just really fucking talking a load of shit, if you ask me. Especially the plants in the audience. There was one guy who was 100% a plant in the audience. He was there, and all he did was just come out and attack Jeremy Corbyn, and literally with no basis, totally biased, and he had no credibility at all. And you just know that he was paid to be there, or he was just a Tory. What's he called? Tory campaigner or something like that. Anyway, there was a guy, Ian Austin, came out. Ian Austin and John Woodcock. Ian Austin being an ex-Labour grandee, as they call him, but he's come out, and I don't care who you are. If you're Labour and you're a Labour politician, you don't come out and say to people, "Fucking vote Tory" or "vote Boris Johnson," regardless of who you. You're just going to know the leader, Jeremy Corbyn's not fit for office, so. I urge everybody to vote for Boris Johnson. That's fucking turncoat and treachery in the fucking on a grand scale. Do you know what I mean? I think I've said before, said again, hundreds of years ago, you'd have been thrown in the fucking tower for that, and thrown on every torture device going. You know, like going to the gym. You know, when you go to like the gym and you got all the different sort of exercise machines or whatever. The Tower of London was like that for torture devices, and that's where you'd end up. You'd be on the back cracker first, then the one that sort of pulls you and sort of pulls all your joints out of place, and then that one where they pull you down on a razor blade. You'd have all that. Ian Austin of Dudley, ex-Dudley Labour, whatever the fuck you are. Anyway, he's actually just got a job as a foreign envoy for the UK for the Tory party. So really, you can take what he says with a pinch of salt. I'm not picking and choosing sides there, but what I'm saying is that you can't just fucking cut. He was like a disgruntled Blairite, wasn't he? So, and he's trying to get his own back because he had to leave the party. So. There you go. Everyone knows you're a piece of shit, so don't worry about it. You know, you're actually just fucking slapping more fucking makeup on that we knew was already there. So we know you're a joker. So yeah, make your own mind up in these. I mean, there was other stuff in the paper that was fucking. I can't even. I haven't got time to remember it now, but. There'll be plenty of more to come up over the next month or so, but some of the stuff that's written about other people gets personal. It fucking really does. Stressed out city workers call for a cut in trading hours. These are the city bankers. They're the ones on loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of money. They want exchanges in Britain and Europe to open from 9 till 4 instead of 8 till 4:30. Traders normally work several hours either side of those times as well. Well, I mean, they're on loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of money, and they probably are a bit scared to who they're going to vote for in the general election. But aren't Labour going on about a 4-day working week? It's going to be very hard. You've got to be fucking You know, I don't know. It's going to be very hard to vote against a 4-day work week, isn't it? I mean, fucking, that's got to fit 99% of people who don't want 4-day work week and 4 extra days bank holiday. You know what I mean? These are fucking, forget everything else. Forget all the blowing all the money and bankrupting the company. These are the things that fucking, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, tell me more. And I'm self-employed, so it wouldn't even make any difference to me, but I just like it, you know what I mean? I like the idea that it's like, that's fucking tickling the feet of anybody, you know what I mean? It'd be like, how can you sort of not go for that? I said it to a friend of mine once about the bank holidays, and he was like, oh, you know what I mean? It's too many, you know what I mean? And started giving all the negatives as to why, and I was like, are you fucking from this planet? Extra days off work, full pay. And it works because you actually would be out on that bank holiday spending money, and therefore in the economy, you know, it makes sense, doesn't it? And apparently, in other countries where they do it, they get better productivity anyway. So, you know, Japan, I was going to say then, they do it, and they've said they trialled it, and they're going to keep it because it's actually getting more productivity. You would, wouldn't you? You'd think, because half the time you just fuck about at work in an office. You can't be bothered to work. You know, out of 7 hours of being there, I must make about 100 cups of tea. Well, when I used to work in an office, you know, then you sit in the toilet for however long you do that. Fag breaks, all that stuff. Extended lunch hour. I was always late. So you narrow that down. You fucking haven't got much of my time. And then I can't be bothered to work. So I like to fuck around when I'm at work, not do anything constructive to a company that is not in my best interests or not giving me any pay rises. So fuck them, you know what I mean? Just milk it for your own benefit. And I coasted it for a while, got my disciplinary hearings and whatnot, but anyway, it just wasn't for me. But still, I probably would have worked a lot better in over 4 days than that extra 5th day. I'd have made a little bit more effort, let's put it that way. A former electrician has been branded the neighbour from hell. I'm sure there's a lot worse. Well, to be honest, his house does look a mess. They've transformed his £750,000 suburban home into a shrine to Extinction Rebellion. He's taking it a bit far, really, isn't he? He's trying to be like Swampy of the street. He's like put Rebellion on the front of his house, painted all this stuff, and he's put like, looks like a junkyard or like one of these kind of areas in Glastonbury, you know, with like they make it all a bit fucking crazy and like peace signs and all that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know. Does he really need to do that? We get, you know, you're trying to let everybody know in the street that you're the most into Extinction Rebellion than anybody else. You don't really need to do that. You just need to go on the marches with everybody else and do something on, you know, campaign and all that stuff. You don't have what turning your house into it going to do. Just trying to be like, you know, Mr. Extinction Rebellion. Well, I don't know. It's got its plus, I suppose. You know, everybody will probably be talking to him about it. It probably bore people to tears about it, but unfortunately, somebody needs to bore somebody to tears. Otherwise, we're sinking, aren't we? We're going down the pan. So, but I don't think that's going to make a blind bit of difference other than piss everybody off, because you can have it the opposite way. You can turn people, right, fuck him. I'm fucking definitely I'm actually gonna do it. Drive past his house in like a gas guzzling BMW about 100 times to see how he likes that. That's what people are. That's what we encourage people to do. Anyway, the artist who created Virgin Atlantic's Scarlet Lady logo for Virgin Atlantic, it's got the lady flying, carrying the Virgin sign, and a bloke with the Union Jack behind him. He's pissed off because they've decided to change the design to a black woman and a gay man. It's a white man and a white woman at the minute, and they're changing it. That's just like, I mean, I don't know how long this one's been on there, but it's fine as it was, wasn't it? Why did they have to change? And that's like in that woke. Is that what the definition of woke is? Where you're trying to show that you're, on trend with with not offending everybody or encouraging or including everybody. But it's like a big old badge to being too obvious about it. I think that's the idea of wokeism, isn't it? So a gay man and a black woman, they're going to have either or. It's good, but I mean, you don't need to change the original one to that just to try and make a point or to be something. You know what I mean? Change one. I mean, if it was a new thing coming out and somebody did it, you wouldn't know any difference. So, James Dean, one of my the icons that I love. He was 24. I thought he was 22. He was 24. I said the other week James Dean was 22. When he died, he was 24. Anyway, they're resurrecting him for a film, a Vietnam War movie, and he's gonna play a character in it, and it will be his fourth film. He only made 3 films, so it's gonna be his 4th film, and it's a new technology where they can bring him back to life somehow and make him star in the film. So some people are saying it's good, and some people have said it's awful. My opinion is, I think it'd be good to see the technology that they can do. His family has obviously agreed to it. Nobody's just gone out and done it. But I think it would be good to see how the technology would work. I don't think you can just keep putting him in loads of different films like he's like some jobbing actor. You can do it once and we can all go, oh, that was fucking pretty amazing how they've done that, and to bring him back to life. Because he's frozen in that age and that time anyway, isn't he? So for him to sort of play a character of that age of himself, you know what I mean? It would be quite interesting to watch. It's like with these concerts with Amy Winehouse and Elvis and whatever. Why not? They died too young anyway, and everybody loves the music, and it's fucking much better than watching a tribute band. I mean, tribute bands have got their place, but it ain't the same as seeing the real deal and the real person and feeling like the person's alive, or be wowed by that. So I'm all for it. I just don't think you should do it on the regular. Once, twice. Let me go and meet him. Can I go and get his autograph or something, or go and have a photograph with him or something like that, maybe. Or a part in the film. I'm open. I'm free. I'm still alive. And I'm free for all films, any paid work. No shit adverts though. I ain't fucking up for that. I'm not gonna don't want my head on a fucking pack of Walker's crisps or Monster Munch or anything like that. I don't want to regret anything like that when I'm older or when I'm big and famous. Okay, let's move on from me and my petty vanity. Right, Will Smith is going. Someone who fucking is more brazen than I will ever be. Will Smith. I actually like Will Smith. I like all his words of wisdom. He's got a lot of positivity in him, and he says some clever stuff. I don't know if it's off the cuff or whether he's rehearsed it, but it comes out quite well, and you can take something from some of the stuff he says. But he's not this. I'm going to take any advice out of this. He's put a picture on Instagram or a video of him going into have his arse having a colonoscopy, which is a camera up your backside or your arse, if you want to talk in real language. He's basically having he's on a thing going with his gown, and he's going to have it open up the back, and that's how close you were to what was about to happen. He's put that on Instagram. I mean, people like to share a lot of things, but that's something that I think you could have kept to yourself, that one, Will. I mean, we're all up for a bit of inspiration, but you might have touched a few people who've got to have colonic irrigations or colonoscopies, but apart from that, everybody else is like, really? I wasn't expecting to see that. Don't want to see it. Don't want to think it. So anyway, let's get back to some fucking fresh Prince stuff, or some words of wisdom. No fucking no arse crack jokes or anything like that. Jennifer Aniston is saying that she's getting, what's the word? She's stuck in the house. She's like sick of being stuck in the house, or she's getting lost in her mansion. We all would get lost. We'd all love that. It's a problem that some of us would like to have, getting lost in our LA mansion. But no, she said that she's lonely or stuck indoors and losing touch with the outside world, so she's joined Instagram. Well, some people would say they wouldn't mind seeing Jennifer Aniston going for a colonoscopy, as some women wouldn't mind going and looking at Will Smith's. It's not get all sexist on this, but she's got a great figure, but she's on Instagram just to socialise with her buddies and whatever else to keep in touch with what's going on. But then again, it's all fake on Instagram, isn't it? So they're all fucking faking it till they're making it, or whatever. So Instagram's not the place to try and socialise, I don't think. Right, two pals. This is funny. Oh, Ed Sheeran is apparently, well, there's that film, what's it called, The Irishman, that's coming out. The murderer in it, the main character is a guy called Martin. No, not Martin. The fuck's his name? What's his name? Frank Sheeran is his name, and the gangster is called Frank Sheeran. Gangster he is playing is called Frank Sheeran, and apparently Ed Sheeran thinks he's related to him in some long lost way, based on the surname. So they must have looked into it. I don't know how far they've looked into it and whether it's actually true, but some kind of long lost linked uncle or something or other. Imagine that. This is like it's totally chalk and cheese. I don't think they're anything like each other. I mean, the one's like a fucking murdering gangster anyway, aren't they? So nothing at all like Ed Sheeran. So cue another tattoo. That's what Ed Sheeran will go. Now he'll have a tattoo of him on his arse. He has some weird tattoos in some weird places, doesn't he? So I'm sure that's another one to come. Well, I'm a relative of one of the original Peaky Blinders, so there you go. Let's name drop if we're going to start doing that. Ed, I've got one as well, and that's Tommy Manders. He was my granddad's granddad, and he was at some of the situations with the Peaky Blinders, and is in the book. So there you go. Match ya. I can't match you for your money, Ed. I can match you for only your gangster link. That's it. £2. I have to do a lot worse for money than you do. Let's put it that way. I mean, I've got a good voice as well. Shame. I should have took that up once upon a time. This one's good. The two pals have kept a McDonald's burger in the shed for nearly 25 years. This is Australians. This is something I can imagine some Australians doing. They're quite funny. They did it on purpose as well. It's quite laddie. And they bought this McDonald's burger, and they said, "Will it be funny if we kept it forever?" And they kept it in the shed, and they've now had it 25 years. And they bought it from McDonald's in Adelaide, and it's never ever changed. Or it's just dried out. It's like almost like a fucking mummy version of a McDonald's burger. Not by being pickled or anything like that. It's just done it of its own accord. So that should show you what shit is in a McDonald's burger, that it can just not go off and not decompose or anything like that. 25 years in, and it's still going strong. They talk to it and everything, and they call it their pal. I don't know if they take it out with them or anything like that, or in the pockets or something, you know, taking the burger out for a walk. Well, yeah, so there you go. Has he got a name? And it says here, strangely, rats got into the box and ate the plastic bag, but left the burger. There you go. Anybody here that eats McDonald's on a regular, fucking check yourself, because that ain't fucking good. That's not good for you. If rats are going to turn it down, I'm saying that you're going to be fucking colonoscopy on Instagram sometime soon. That'll be the trend soon. That's going to be kick off a fucking new a new trend on Instagram, isn't it? Forget all pouring champagne over your watch. It's all going to be like fucking getting the colonoscopy up your backside with the music playing instead of twerking, all on the back of Will Smith. You think I'm kidding? This shit fucking happens. Dodgy goods worth 26 million have been seized before reaching consumers. Have they just raided a McDonald's fucking warehouse after reading that story? No, they've just literally found cigarettes, toys, electrical goods and cosmetics that were all fake, all coming in from China, most likely. They fucking counterfeit everything over there, don't they? You know, I've had them. I've had the razors and everything, and like, it's all right when you got a short shave, but when you had like any kind of beard and that, it fucking nearly ripped your face off. But they were cheap, so you know. Some things are alright and the fake, doesn't really matter. The t-shirts and all that, all the clothes and that, not too bad. Fraction of the price, isn't they? I mean, it's a buyer's market at the end of the day. If people want to wear that, but they ain't got the money to pay £1,350 for some Gucci dungarees, for fuck's sake, then there's always a market for it. Boozy Brits drink 108 bottles of wine or 427 pints of lager a year. Fucking joking, ain't you? Some people do that in a month. Plenty of people. That ain't that much, really. I'd probably do that, and I don't drink that much. So, I mean, got a party, ain't you? 427. That's a lot of money. That's, especially the prices these days. 427 in Witherspoons is not too bad. But you know, that's just a shit stat, really. That's not just Brits. That's fucking anybody in Europe. I mean, there's a lot more. Australians drink more than Brits. I'm sure they do. Australians are right pissheads. I think you know, they're more into drink because the hard drugs find it hard to get over there. Apart from heroin, and that's all over there. But Australia's right over there, isn't they? So the boat's very. They have to post it and stuff, I imagine. So, this is what the TV programme says. What's it called? The TV programme where they're always checking the post to find drugs, and they're finding these ingenious ways of getting the drugs to go through the post. But loads of them get caught. I guess some get through. Just being a nervous one going up to pick it up from the post office and that, you know, if anybody sussed that my fucking Noddy book that I've just had sent over, Noddy as in like the character, children's book, is fucking made of cocaine or something or other. But yeah, they big drinkers, big pissheads, big fighters. You know, they like to fight, get drunk and fucking kick a fight off. And save McDonald's burgers in their sheds. They've got to be a drunken idea anyway, isn't it? He must have been pissed. A great-granddad is celebrating his 100th birthday despite having never eaten a green vegetable. That's like a one-off. Don't try this at home. He's like he's allergic to chlorophyll in the greens, so well, he's got an excuse then. And he's puts his age down to an orange a day. I'm a wise person, but and he probably could be drinking. Some people have got, you know, longevity in them, and they can drink, smoke, do whatever, and they still. I saw an old woman the other day sitting at the bus stop, and she was smoking away, fag, and she looked cool. I mean, she looked cool. She looked like she was not, you know, she looked like she was enjoying it. And she looked like she wasn't that. She looked very old. She could be about 45 maybe, who knows what age she was now. She was an old lady, and she just never give up, and she just thought, well, you know, that's what I like doing, so that's that. But many people, unfortunately, wouldn't survive. So it's a risk, isn't it? So I'm going to finish up on one or two more things. A fast food chain, oh, this has got to be McDonald's as well. A CCTV saw a bloke, oh, it was McDonald's. A CCTV camera saw a bloke sprinting out of the McDonald's nude from the waist down. He'd basically gone into the toilets, took off his trousers and underwear and left him in the toilet and darted out with his hood up and his jacket and bombed out the shop. You know, I reckon he's just ate his takeaway. He's fucking straight away got the shits, shat himself, got into the toilet, dumped his trousers and underwear behind there, and walked out with his jacket on. He's going, right, I'm not fucking cleaning them. You can have them. After that crap that I've just eaten, I'm out of here. And he's just walked out in the nod, apart from his jacket. Something's amiss, and it's fucking McDonald's food. Right, last one. Have I got one? I should have finished on that one, I think. Let's finish on it. A former soldier who had the world's first penis and scrotum transplant said it was the best decision I ever made. Fucking too right it was. If you didn't have one, or you had to you had to swap it for because one wasn't working, 100% it's the best decision you ever made. Otherwise, you fucking as a man's never gonna accept that, is it? That you can't use your dick or your fucking balls or whatever else. So he's basically had he's had a transplant, and he's had an erection or an orgasm every day, even a year after surgery. So he's like a man with a new toy, isn't he? He's like fucking back in the game, and he's like fucking getting a hard on as much as he possibly can. So he's like going fucking, as soon as that one goes down, he's like, right, let's get another one. I've missed this. Anyway, good for him, and he was. It's a great story because he had it injured in a bomb in Afghanistan. That's just fucking, just shit in it. You know what I mean? All them people that have suffered all them lifelong injuries. I've been on a ward in Selly Oak Hospital in Birmingham, where a lot of the soldiers were there who had all the injuries and everything, and they were young, really young, but they're sitting there still happy, smiling or whatever else, because they've got to just get on with life. And some of them are, maimed forever, missing parts and whatever else. But this guy, another step further, that is, he's had to have that, he's everything blown off. But he's got a new one now, and he's back on the town. He's enjoying himself. So hopefully he's going to get out and find something, find some fun, enjoy it and use it. He might be married, but he's going to have a lot of a good time from now on in anyway. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week. Enjoy your weekend. See ya.